Hey, this is Big Earn here. We're going to do a little quick breakdown of the Ring of Fire 43 Bad Blood with main event Chris Hall and Phil Baroni. I'm going to go over a couple of these fights for you. First up, I'm just going to talk about a few of them. We're talking about Tommy Thompson and Prentice Ingram. Prentice Ingram is from down south. Tommy Thompson, we all know, is from up north, so it's kind of like a little battle between the Springs and Fort Collins. Granted, that's not exactly where they're from, but you hear what I'm saying. Prentice Ingram, we all know he's a very good stand-up striker, and he stays on his feet very well. In many of his fights, he's able to keep the fight standing. Excellent striker. Against Tommy Thompson, compact, very strong, very big 145er. He's intense, very intense. His fights are very intense. Obviously, he's going to have a very strong ground game. It's going to be, I think this fight's going to end up being a battle of wills. If Tommy Thompson can get this thing down to the ground, start doing some ground and pound, maybe use some of his submission skills, he's going to win the fight. If this fight stays standing, Prentice Ingram's going to win this fight. So that's just my take on it. That's not to say Tommy Thompson doesn't have great stand-up and can't take care of business. And that's not to say Prentice Ingram doesn't have good ground game. But looking at the fight from the outside in, that's what you got to believe. That's going to be a great, exciting fight. It's going to be a contrast in styles, and it's going to be a real good one. Now let's go ahead and move on to the Ring of Fire Young Gun Lightweight Championship. These two guys are both undefeated. I think Marcus Edwards like 10-0, and Justin's around the same way. Marcus Edwards versus Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje is a great wrestler, no doubt about that. He puts you down. He puts highlight slams on the. If you've ever been to Ring of Fire, if you've ever seen Justin fight, they're highlight slams. They're the ones that take you to the mat, knock the breath out of you, and then he starts to go to work on you. Marcus Edwards, very unconventional. His striking, his ground game. He beat Nick Laney from one of the best, infinite mixed martial arts, one of the best ground schools. He beat him with a submission at the last Ring of Fire. Marcus Edwards he's just lightning in a bottle. So if Justin can get his hands on him, keep him down, there's still no guarantee. This is going to be a very interesting fight, to say the least. This is Marcus Edwards' pro debut. He's been untouchable. So, along with Justin Gaethje, I can't even tell you what's going to happen in this fight. I'd like to say, hey, if it stays standing, Marcus Edwards has an awkward striking skill, and he'd be able to outstrike Justin. And then if Justin can get him to the ground, but personally, I probably going to go with Marcus. His ground game is enough to where he can submit you. He submitted one of the best in the game at his level, and I think Justin's strength is his ground game, and I just personally I just don't think it's gonna. Somebody's always got to go either way, but Justin will. He can slam you down if he gets on top of him. It may be lights out. He's strong. He's a great wrestler. He has great control of his body, great weight. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Marcus in that one. In the first one, I'm gonna go with Tommy Thompson. I think eventually this fight's gonna make its way to the ground, and Tommy's gonna be able to take him. I think Marcus Edwards is just too strong. He's quick. I just don't think, even if Justin gets him down, it's not going to stay there long. He might get a couple of highlight slams, but I don't think Justin's going to be able to beat him. Next up in the co-main event, the Ring of Fire Featherweight Championship, Tyler Toner versus Cameron Dollar. Some people may have saw Justin Houghton fight. It was a little bit defensive, but I think both those guys are more defensive fighters and more counter strikers. Cameron can wrestle. They didn't wrestle in that fight. Tyler Toner's not known to go to the mat very much either, but he is aggressive. So something's going to happen in this fight. Tyler Toner's coming forward. Cameron Dollar's counter striking. Something's going to happen. At some point, they're going to get into some, flurry of fists, and someone's not going to be able to come out of that, or Cameron's going to drop and try to take it to the ground, and we're going to see what happens there. But this is my prediction for fight of the night. These guys are going to get after it. This one's going to be heavy on the action. I'm gonna go ahead and take Tyler. I think Tyler's gonna be able to keep it standing, and we all know his striking's great. And if any of you saw him in the last fight, it looked like he was getting beat. And as the rounds continue, Tyler just gets stronger and stronger, and this could be a 5-round match if I'm not mistaken. So as we've seen Tyler get better and better, we're gonna have to see if Cameron can match that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Tyler Toner in this one. I just think the striking's gonna prevail in this, and I don't think Cameron's style is gonna be able to get enough points or keep the fight moving in his direction. It may surprise us, I don't know. And then come to the main event, Chris the Hammer Holland versus Phil Baroni. I hope you guys didn't pay for these tickets, and you better get your tickets, by the way. June 2nd, First Bank Event Center, Broomfield, Colorado. If you haven't got your tickets yet, you better get them. Chris the Hammer Holland, Phil Baroni. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight will not get out of the first round. I don't even think it's going to get out of the first half of the round. And if someone made me put money on it, I don't think it's getting out of the first 60 seconds. But there's going to be a lot of people standing up, cheering at the end of this, because Phil Baroni and Chris the Hammer Holland are going to be standing there, and they're going to be going toe to toe, and somebody's going to get hit, and that's going to be all she wrote. Somebody's going to be laying down on the mat, and somebody's going to be standing up with a big smile on their face, with their chest poked out, because someone's going to sleep in this fight. The doc's going to have to get in there. There's going to be ice bags. There's going to be people slapping each other in the face, and then the second doctor's going to walk in the ring trying to wake whoever it is laying on the mat. I don't feel Phil Baroni understands what he's walking into. I don't think he's got a lot of fights. He's experienced. I understand that, but I think in this case, his experience is going to be a detriment. He's going to go in there thinking this is just some local chump that I'm going to walk through. That's what all his interviews have been. That's what he thinks. That's what his Twitter's reading. Unfortunately, Chris the Hammer Holland has retired more people than Phil Baroni has. You look up Chris Holland. There's more people that had fights before, fought Chris Holland. They ain't got no fights afterwards. They just stopped fighting. It wasn't fun anymore. When you get knocked out that violently, it's not a game anymore. It's not fun. It's nothing. And the competition that Chris has fought lately, he's ready. He's ready for any type of competition. I'm going to go ahead and take Chris the Hammer at about 38 seconds by violent, vicious knockout, and one more retired opponent. This may be Phil Baroni's last. So make sure you get there, you watch him, you videotape him, you get your picture taken with him if he ever wakes up. You know, hopefully, God bless him. You know, God bless all these fighters. I hope they all are healthy. But you may want to get a picture with Phil before the fight, because he may not be wanting to take no pictures after the fight. So get after it. Ring of Fire 43. It's gonna be one of the best. You're gonna get a fight of the night between Tyler Toner and Cameron Dollar. This thing may go 3-4 rounds. It may go the distance. These guys are going to be going back and forth. You're going to get knockout of the night. Someone's going to sleep at Holland Baroni. There's no doubt about that. That's going to be the excitement. So you got the excitement. You got the fight of the night. And with Marcus Edwards, Justin Gaethje, you're going to get the slam of the night. There's no doubt. I mean, Justin Gaethje is a legitimate opponent. He's going to slam Marcus Edwards to the mat. What's going to happen after that? Hey, I don't know, but I'm picking Marcus Edwards. I don't think that one goes to distance. Those two guys are too aggressive. Somebody's going to get at somebody, and it's going to be ended. So you're going to have that kind of back and forth battle with some wrestling. And then you're going to have Prentice Ingram you're going to have this stylistic matchup of Tommy Thompson and Prentice Ingram. So you're going to get, in 4 fights, you're going to get a whole card's worth of fights. And I haven't even mentioned Vinny Lopez and Mark K. I'm just going to say K because I don't know how to pronounce his last name. We've all seen Vinny. Vinny had some tough times on Ring of Fire. He's went back. He's proven himself. He's put together his game. You know, he has great striking. We're going to see if Mark K can get him on the mat, because I don't think Vinny ain't playing this time. He's here in the Ring of Fire and he's ready to stay. He don't want to go back to those shows, I guarantee it. God bless those shows, but he's ready to be on the Ring of Fire. He wants to stay there. He likes the Ring of Fire, and he didn't come to lose. You can guarantee that. You got George Ashire, the giant killer. This guy looks like he weighs about $180, and he just putting 265-pound guys to sleep, to rest. Just, it's an amazing sight to see. You got to get out there and see that guy. He's going against Henry Solis. This guy's a beast. He's muscled. He's powerful. Is he going to be able to overpower George Ashire? Did he take him lightly? Every other big guy's taken George lightly, and he's been not so successful. Aaron Romero versus Tambor Girl. That fight's going to be back and forth. You got everything. You got the Denver Bronco. You got Chad Wicks in there, Mr. Universe. So you're going to see that Denver Bronco guy. He's going to get in there. Old Leonard Veal, he's going to get in there and try to, make a statement. I tell you what, though, I hope he's ready for this, because this ain't football. You ain't wearing no pads. You ain't wearing nothing. So, but, that's going to be one big one. 265-pound guys going at each other. So make sure you're there. Great tickets. Hope I didn't bore you too much, but that's my breakdown. I will reiterate. Chris Holland by knockout first round. Tyler Toner, I'm going to say this one goes the distance. Tyler Toner by decision. Unanimous decision over Cameron Dollar. I'm going to say Marcus Edwards, and I think that's a 5-round bout, but I'm going to say second round by submission. And I'm going to go ahead and take Tommy Thompson by submission over Prentice Ingram in the 3rd round. So that's my predictions. Good luck. Be there. Be square. Hey, all you fighters. Hey, somebody's got to make the call. Don't be mad at me. I got to make the call. You either tell me I'm wrong or tell me I'm right. But I love you, and hopefully you guys still love me even if I picked you to lose. Because I picked you to win before. So it's all good. All right, guys. Later.